How do the best marketing agencies present their work to their clients? What reporting tips do they use to display the results of their campaigns? We asked some marketing veterans just how many metrics and how often these metrics should be presented to clients.
The last thing we want to do is overwhelm our clients with too many numbers, too many metrics, and that can easily happen today. If you log into really any sort of analytical tool, you're just got numbers and charts and everything kind of right in your face. So it can be very challenging to kind of analyze all that stuff.
I want to keep it super simple, and that's what we've been doing for our clients, and that feedback has been improved. And even with AgencyAnalytics, like we over-indexed on that stuff. And again, I was working with John at Rally Bright. I was like, hey, give me your honest opinion. Is this too much data? And he was like, yes.
An abundance of metrics can be just too much for many agency clients, so it always helps to provide some context for the metrics and why they matter. Contextual interpretation elevates your metrics from bland to brilliant. When you link your data to your client's overall marketing strategy and explain how it aligns with their objectives, you provide a reason to the client to care about what you're explaining.
We do love to do very specific, goal settings and just look at some of those metrics, because it's great to look at, here's everything that our site's being found for SEO, or here's all the different things that are being searched around our URL. But what are the things that you really want to be found for, and the services you offer, and what's overall going to lead to growth in your business and lead generation? So we want to be very specific about, what we share with the client, and that way they can truly analyze the ROI versus just looking at a bunch of numbers. So we do help coach along the way with what they should really be caring about, and also what they want to see as far as results go.
Just like that, oftentimes I'll do a vidyard, I'll do a little video, I'll explain to them what the data means, you know what I mean? And if they want to, go a little bit more in depth with us, then obviously myself or somebody on the team will sit down and walk them through it.
You need metrics that pack a punch and align with your client's goals. We're talking about clear and relevant KPIs that hit the bullseye.
We know our clients well, and we make the best attempt at explaining the data in the way they'll best understand, right? So for the clients that are like, don't show me graphs, don't show me numbers, I still send them the graphs and numbers, right? That's our reporting process. But in that email, I give them a little bit of text that actually answers the questions they have, right? So the best way that we've found to navigate it, and it's difficult to scale this, is get to know the clients, understand what they value, understand what's important to them, and then report the data honestly and accurately and our analysis, but then explain it in the way that fits for that client. So really, in order to deal with a spectrum of different clients that have a spectrum of different priorities, you got to know the clients, you have to know their business, what their goals are, and then speak directly to that.
There's also the question of the best reporting frequency for your clients. Most agencies we speak to swear by at least a monthly cadence.
Actually, we use a multiple variety of ways to showcase the metrics to the clients. The first thing that we do is for clients that have been on with us for more than 2 months, they get a rolled up report monthly that we've scheduled out in AgencyAnalytics that covers all of the services that we're tracking for them. And since you can customize those reports, we include a little button at the bottom that says schedule a meeting if you'd like to discuss. We also schedule monthly meetings that are strategy meetings with our accounts. And in those meetings, we actually go through the reporting with them, or we screen share and we actually walk through the core metrics that we know they care about.
Like Chris mentioned, client reporting can be an opportunity to connect and build trust. Providing clients with direct access to data in real time is also an option rolled out by some agencies.
For our clients, once we spend several months going through the dashboard and showcasing the reporting to them, they actually like going in and checking it themselves throughout the month. And so we teach them where to find the information that's important to them and how to monitor and track it. So I would say overloading of information is not a problem with AgencyAnalytics for us.
Marketing metrics are extremely important to just evaluate overall performance. That's something we always want to be evaluating ourselves, but also giving transparency to the client so that the accountability is there with everything that we're doing for them. So we usually display this within a couple different dashboards, one that they can see 24/7, 365, something that they could log into and look at any of the campaigns we're running and where they currently stand. But then also at the end of a month, we want to do like a recap report of how the last 30 days went, so that we're not just overanalyzing daily, but we're actually looking at large chunks of time, because there's a lot of things, whether it's SEO, paid strategies, etc. They do take a little bit of time to fully optimize and get good results and show that ROI. So we do like to display those things on a monthly basis, but give the transparency to see it on a daily basis.
Ultimately, the frequency of client reporting and the amount of data to be included in a report depends on what's best for individual clients.
If you want to get into the data, it's the next dashboard over, and it's the SEO overview dashboard. And it's like, here's all of the marketing metrics you could ever want. And you can click into each of them if you want even more granular information. And nobody wants that. I mean, maybe you come across like some marketing nerd who like really jives off that stuff. Great. But like, that's like 1 in 1,000.
What's important for agencies is to equip themselves with the right tool to allow for flexible reporting practices that can be personalized to the client's preferences.
What we have found is that AgencyAnalytics is a huge selling tool. When clients, large and small, see the dashboard, and all of the integrations and the fact that you can house all of this data in one place and it's really easily digestible for them, it really is one of the main selling points that pushes them over the edge to become an actual client. What we find is they don't like, well, I won't say they don't like, but they don't actually use it much on their own, but it's an invaluable tool for helping us showcase the positive movement that we're making in the services that we offer in a way that they can easily digest and understand. So it's a great selling tool for our agency, and it's the primary way that we continue to showcase our positive results to the client.
Agencies like Digisphere and the ones featured in this video do client reporting smarter, not harder. Here's how your agency can get started. Sign up for a free trial of AgencyAnalytics. Find a link in the description below. If you're new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and hit that bell notification button to stay updated with our future videos. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.